The night was warm, the air heavy with the scent of asphalt and distant pine. It was 1 a.m., and exhaustion clung to them like the humidity outside. When they spotted the glowing neon sign of a roadside diner, its flickering letters promising hot coffee and home cooking, it felt like a small salvation. Jake pulled into the near-empty parking lot and cut the engine. Beside him, Olivia stretched, rubbing her eyes. "Quick stop, grab some coffee, then we'll switch," she murmured. Inside, the diner was just as expected. Red vinyl booths, a long counter lined with spinning stools, and a tired-looking waitress pouring coffee for the only other patron. An old man hunched over a newspaper. A faint hum of a jukebox filled the silence. They slid into a booth and ordered coffee and pie. Everything felt ordinary, almost too ordinary, until the bell over the door jingled. A man stepped inside. He was massive, his frame nearly filling the entrance. His face was obscured by a cloth wrapped tightly around his head, leaving only his deep-set, unreadable eyes visible. He wore an old, tattered coat, the hem brushing against the greasy tile floor. Jake stiffened, his fingers tightening around his coffee mug. He didn't know why, but something about the man made his skin crawl. "Liv, we should go," she frowned, glancing at him before looking at the man. "Why? What's wrong?" "I don't know, just something's not right. Let's just go." Olivia hesitated but nodded. They threw some bills on the table and quickly exited. Outside, the air was unnaturally still. The wind that had been blowing all night had stopped. The world felt muted, like they had stepped into a vacuum of silence. The diner's neon sign flickered erratically as they climbed into the car. Jake started the engine and pulled onto the road. The darkness of the highway swallowed them. "That guy freaked you out, huh?" Olivia teased, peering at him. "You felt it too, didn't you?" he replied, gripping the wheel. She didn't answer. Instead, she shifted uncomfortably, casting a glance at her bag. Then she tensed. "Wait, I think I left my wallet at the diner." Jake exhaled sharply. "Are you serious? I have my ID and everything in there. We have to go back." Reluctantly, Jake turned the car around. As they neared the diner, something loomed in the middle of the road. The man with the covered face. He stood motionless, shotgun aimed directly at them. "Jake!" Olivia's voice was barely a whisper. Jake swerved violently, barely avoiding the man, tires screeching as the car spun. He slammed on the brakes, heart hammering. "Where is he?" Olivia gasped, staring into the rearview mirror. The road behind them was empty. Then, crash! Glass exploded as the driver's window shattered. A rough, calloused hand grabbed Jake, yanking him from the car. He screamed, his body dragged across the pavement. Olivia fumbled for her phone, her hands shaking, but before she could dial, something struck her hard against the temple. Darkness swallowed her whole. She woke to the sound of dripping water. The air was thick with dampness, the scent of rust and something more foul. A cold metal collar pressed against her throat. Chains rattled as she moved. "Jake!" She turned her head. He was beside her, groggy, a bruise blooming across his cheek. "Where are we?" she whispered. The dim glow of a single light bulb revealed the cracked concrete walls. A rusted metal sign hung above a large steel door. "Slaughterhouse." Jake yanked at his chains. "We have to get out of here!" Before they could move, the door creaked open. The man with the covered face entered, dragging a rope, a tarp, and a cattle prod. Jake thrashed violently. "Don't touch her!" The man ignored him. He pressed the prod against Jake's ribs, and a jolt of electricity convulsed his body. His screams echoed in the chamber. Olivia sobbed, yanking at her restraints. The man unlocked Jake's chains, hauling him toward another room. "No!" Olivia screamed. Jake's cries turned to shrieks. Then, silence. A moment later, the man returned, blood dripping from his coat. Olivia's breath hitched. "What did you do?" The man didn't answer. Instead, he unlocked her chains and dragged her into the next room. The sight made her stomach drop. Jake lay motionless on a metal slab. A woman stood over him, licking her bloodied fingers. Her dark eyes flickered toward Olivia, a slow smile spreading across her lips. Her face was pale, almost unnatural, in the dim light. And then, she opened her mouth, revealing long, gleaming fangs. Olivia barely had time to scream before everything went black.